This church was in the open air in 1986. No roof, no nothing. 87, we had the grass cathedral. 88, we had iron sheets on top. Of estates around the world.
Hallelujah.
Most of the time, you remove your seed from the ground. Buy to harvest, that's the meaning. I've never seen my tithe as part of my spendable income. 40 years have passed. Consistently so. From kobo to naira to all currencies of the world today. Sir, if you run to White House, it will never be equal to prosperity without putting the covenant to work. It will never. There is no poor nation without rich people in it who are not thieves. There is no rich nation without poor people in it. If you receive my law, he said, you will lay up gold as dust. As you put iniquity far from your tabernacle, you're not playing games. You're not playing financial games. Job 22 and verse 21. Acquaint not thyself with me, and you'll be at peace. Thereby shall good come unto thee. Get to understand how I relate with my people. Receive, I pray thee, the law out of my mouth, and lay up my words in your heart. If you return to the Almighty, you shall be built up. Thou shalt put iniquity far from your tabernacle. Then shalt thou lay up gold as the dust, and the gold of Ophir as the stones of the brook. Yea, the Almighty shall be thy defense, and thou shalt have plenty of silver. That means he will defend you against the wicked, the anger of the wicked. How is this man prospering like this? He will be shutting them down. Bow, bow, bow. And you are not aware. You are not aware. Receive, I pray thee, the law. The law of seed time and harvest will remain the overriding law for anyone that must prosper on this earth. The law of giving and receiving. The law of worshiping God with your tithe so he can open up the heavens over your life. Some folks are in town talking about no tithing. They have not experienced it. God told me in person, my son, my prosperity plan is not a promise. It does not answer to prayers. So stop wasting your time. My son, my prosperity plan is not a promise. It has no respect for fasting. Stop punishing yourself. My prosperity plan is a covenant. Until your part is played, I am not committed. I had them live. March 22, 1982. I had them live. And I screamed saying, yea, I can never be poor. I got it. So your faithfulness in financial stewardship is the only way to be listed among this takeover army. Only the rich will rule over the poor and rule down in the midst of their enemies. You can't be there. All this emergency money of knowing minutes of agreements of the economy, they are temporary. They are temporary at those offices. You know how many have been ministers before you don't know where they live now. But when you tie your life to God, whose economy is ever stable, amen, you'll be flourishing like a palm tree while others are groaning. That shall be your experience. There's no way we can see everything at the same time. Lift up your right hand. Give God thanks for the light of his word that has come your way tonight. Give God thanks. In Jesus' precious name. Now, please stand to your feet for now as we begin to wind up. Now, listen to this. It's a striking light that came my way in getting ready for this meeting, and I'd like you to stand up to listen to it. The last days are the days of a mix, where the tares and the wheat shall be growing together. Matthew 13, 29 to 30. Let both grow together until harvest. You better know what that means. The wicked shall be growing more wickedly in the last days. The vine shall become more vine in the last days, while the righteous become more righteous in the last days. While the wicked continue to grow in their wickedness, the righteous will be growing in their righteousness. The righteous will be growing in their love for God, while the wicked will continue to grow in their hatred for God. While the wicked will be increasingly more vile, the saints will continue to be more saintly. Come on now. Not everybody here is a wheat. Some are still chaff. And their mission is to defy you, if you allow them to. While the land of the righteous shall be like the Garden of Eden, the wicked shall continue to dwell in the desert. Isaiah 51 verse 1 to 3. Hearken to me, all ye that love righteousness. Look to Abraham your father, to Sarah that bear thee. I call him alone and bless him. For the Lord shall comfort Zion after the same order. He shall make a wilderness like Eden, a desert like the garden of the Lord. Joy and grace shall be in her, and thanksgiving in the voice of them that make merry. Amen. The righteous will be living in the garden, when behind them shall be desolate wilderness. Joel chapter 2, verse 1 and 2. A day of gloominess and darkness. Amen. There's never been the kind of it.